Let me show y'all something real quick.
Attorney Kiara, she has a video up that says, I'd rather be single 365 days out of the year than be a fool for 1 second. Love her page. This woman is gorgeous. Her body is banging. She does workout videos. She's making her own money. She is living well, and she's single and child free. And it makes the emotionals go wild. It makes them, they are typically crying, a lot of them. So let's get.
So this woman is reacting to the video and the responses that this attorney has gotten from black men. She's single and childless, and she is very successful. Let's continue.
Into some of the comments and laugh. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Seems like you have some hidden pain. And the attorney says, when a black woman has high standards, she's hurt. Poor you. 72% of black women are not married. With that attitude, I can see why. That question is a loaded one and a lot to unpack. There was no question. And where the heck do they find these numbers?
See, so, and I wanted to stop right there because this woman saying, where the heck do they find these numbers? The guy wasn't too far off. It's literally only 29% of black women who are actually married. He says 72%, which would be 28% of black women married. But I mean, it is what it is. 1% is nothing. So he was actually right. But she's saying, where do they get these numbers from? Because she has never done the research. And also the guy, he didn't cite, anything where he got the number from, but he was right, but they don't know that. And honestly, they don't care. So let's continue.
22%. What is wrong with these people? They are certainly the least educated, and they get on social media and show us that all the time.
They said we're the least educated, which is not true. Actually, we rank right in the middle with black women. They're at 28% bachelor's degrees, 25 years and older. We're at 22%. And then it's followed by Hispanic folks. So no, black men are not the least educated, but she's going to use the shaming tactics. And honestly, this is what these black men get. And I'm going to tell you why.
Kiara says, honey, put those stats back up because that's where you pulled them from. Don't state statistics without including the source. Secondly, you sound real dumb telling me and other black women that we aren't supposed to know our worth and we are supposed to settle for you unqualified ninjas for the sake of having a man. Now, go Google the divorce rate. By the way, Tyrone, most of y'all are not marriage material. Just because you have a little ding-a-ling between your legs doesn't mean that you are equipped for leading a family.
So she said most of black men aren't marriage material. On the balance of probabilities, when you line up black men and black women, black men are married at a 36% clip. Black women are married at a 29% clip. And if you want to add the separated numbers, that will push black men's numbers up to 39% of black men being married and black women at 32%. So who's more marriageable, black men or black women? Okay, let's continue.
Darling Nikki Joe says, because black women rarely find a black man on their level or above. What is wrong with these people? And y'all gonna have to help me figure out where they just be pulling these numbers out. Man.
See, but Google is free, lady. And this is not about her. She's an afterthought. It was just the fact that she did the due diligence to put the comments up there. And that's what I'm really discussing. Here we go.
Dosky says, these types of women are exactly what men talk about. Unobtainable, self-centered. Nothing bad with that. In fact, these types of people, both men and women, once they hit a certain tax bracket, in which she has mentioned before, it's all that matters. It's obvious she's been in some sort of pain in her past, and it's okay. It's part of what makes us human. These social media therapists always know how to prescribe women or how to describe women, and they say that we're all hurt. Attorney Kiara says, equally yoked is equally yoked, and it's obviously you're mad because you are broke. #bars. This man in the middle says, women this day don't want to build with with man, but just want to jump up into man wealth. That is where they are getting it wrong. And that is why most are living lonely. Most women with this mindset end up with bad guys. Someone asked Bill Gates if his daughter can marry a poor man. He said no. Of course, nobody. But he said if a man has a billionaire mindset or billion of dollar idea, he is not poor. Just a matter of time. He would surely be rich. That is some words put together for you guys. All she said was she doesn't want a man that's dead weight and taking up space. Why are all the men in the comments so mad about that? Do y'all really aspire to be dead weight that bad? And then Kiara says, it's because they are the dead weight I'm speaking of. A hit dog will holler. They don't qualify, and it hurts their little ego.
All right. So y'all heard that video, and this may not be you. If it ain't you, don't get offended. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. If any of y'all are one of these types of black men that are in black women's comments who are successful, childless, not married, and you talking shit about her, leave these women the fuck alone. Okay? They know where they stand. I'm pretty sure this damn attorney, she understands that her career was her priority. She's successful. She probably a millionaire. She got a nice car. She ain't got kids. She in shape. What sense does it make for y'all to get into this damn woman's comments and start talking shit about her dying alone? She understands where she stands. And if she say that she don't want a man to be dead weight or she has some high standards that you yourself can't meet, then that woman is just out of your range. You don't qualify for her. And if she has those high standards and that takes her years and years and years to figure that out, what business is that of yours? Think about that. It's like y'all guys are sitting here waiting for these women to get older to figure it out. Brother, they already figured it out. The relationship, the marriage, or settling wasn't their priority. And at that point, that ain't none of your goddamn business. So stop going under these women's comments and making them have content like this, because you're making every black man look bad by sitting there telling this woman, well, something must be wrong with you because you a successful attorney who looks good and drive a nice car, but you ain't married. A lot of these women don't see marriage as the ultimate goal, and that's okay. It is not your job as some random ass dude to go on these damn women's comment sections and sitting there telling her that she's going to die alone, or she need to get a man to validate, or her standards too high. They're too high for you. And you sitting there telling her that, and she can read between the lines. Now you got all black men looking stupid out here thinking that we care about what these women are doing. If anything, you should be applauding a woman like this, because it's very rare that you see a black woman who is a millionaire or a black woman who makes over $100,000 a year. We just went over all the statistics. So when you do see a black woman who may not be married or don't have kids and is in shape, has her own business, drive a nice car, your first thought is to talk shit about her because she ain't married? Do you think this woman don't know? Do you think she don't know that her standards are her standards? And if she don't find a man that match those particular standards, then she could be single for a while. It's her job to go out on the dating market and find what she's asking for. It is not your job as a black man to be sitting there talking about these women when they're actually doing well. A relationship is probably the last of that woman's worries. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I want y'all to lower your stress levels. This is what this all boils down to. When y'all sitting there going back and forth with women, which looks kind of crazy, I might add, you arguing with women on her platform, going to her platform to tell her that foolery. It'll be different if you created your own space and you was trying to give her some advice. Ma'am, you are a millionaire woman. You are an attorney. You might want to start making marriage a priority. Give her some solutions on your own platform instead of going to her space and talking shit. What sense does that make? Because all you're doing is increasing your stress levels, your anxiety. And if you don't know, black men, we tend to pass prematurely. We die earlier than black women. And you know what affects that? Anxiety, stress, heart issues, and y'all arguing with random ass women. And like I said, if this not you, Don't worry about it. I ain't talking to you, brother. I'm talking to the men who think like this. Stop. It makes no sense. You talk about you want to protect the black male ethnic image, but you're going to sit there and argue with one of the few black female millionaires. And now she looking at y'all like, man, what the hell wrong with y'all? She didn't say nothing about, I don't want black men, or I don't want this, I don't want that. She has her standards. Her preferences is cool. You have yours. So if your standards are high, you know that this is what you're facing on the dating market. And if you won't settle, then you just going to have to deal with your own reality. You created it. She created her reality. She created her preferences. So if she ain't found a man at her age above, I think she's above 35. If she ain't found it yet, then I'm assuming that she's willing to wait. So let her wait. And I know that's, kind of taboo in these spaces. Oh man, you trying to tell us not to tell these women what it is, brother? Do you think it's not enough information out there that tell these women how this shit may end? We had Kevin Samuels had a good 3 to 4 year run where he laid it down masterfully by telling these women, hey man, you want to start making this priority because these boss chicks, they put their career first. So this is what may happen. The information is out there, guys. If they wanted to listen, I say this, they probably heard this shit before because that's where they have this list of not settling in standards. So they know. And they listened to it and they said, F that. I'm going to think what I think, and my standards are going to stay exactly where they are. And at that point, what business is that of yours to go on her platform and talk shit to her? More people are saying we don't need more podcasts. No, I'm telling you to create a space if it's going to be something productive, if you can help. Instead of sitting there talking mess, you must be hurt. That's foolery. You don't know that woman. So, and like I said, if this don't apply to you, don't worry about it. But y'all know exactly the types of guys that I'm talking about. The same dudes that woman that hates black men was reading off on the comments. And this was not about her. It's a message to black men. Stop doing that foolery, man. It looks stupid. Leave these women alone. They know their fate and they're okay with it. And at that point, what business is it of yours? You don't know her. All right? Successful black woman, and we sitting there complaining. Ain't got no kids. The woman look good. She in the gym. The last of her worries is trying to appease some dude. She didn't go become an attorney for a man. And that's one thing that a lot of black men need to understand. Everything black women do is not for y'all. So stop approaching these conversations like it is. Okay? They're doing this shit for them because we just talked about they were taught different when they were younger. Get a degree, get a good job. That's what our women were taught. And if they're not willing to change it, knowing that they have the information, at that point, your hands are clean. It's nothing you can do. Okay? So stop getting your stress levels up by going on these damn women pages and talking mess about them. That make you feel good? Make you feel like a man to sit there and talk mess to a woman who's doing well, ain't said nothing to you, nothing crazy, and y'all gonna get on there? And I don't know, man. I'm a little bit different, brother. I'm sorry. I hate the fact that we still have black men that do this. Stay off that woman's page, man. That ain't your space. Get out of there. Create your own platform and give out some jewels or something if you got them. If not, shut the fuck up and leave these women alone.